0-1 in conference play, women's volleyball hosted rival Wartburg in the AWC. Duhawks start out hot in the first set with this Claire Ritchie spike, helping the Duhawks take set 1, 29-27. Wartburg wouldn't go down without a fight, utilizing their height to block the net and regaining momentum, taking sets 2 and 3 and putting the Duhawks in a hole. Backs against the wall while trailing 13-6, Duhawks find their rhythm, winning this volley to start a run, tying the game 19-19, and eventually taking set 4, 25-23. Final set, scoring back and forth, Duhawks not afraid to get on the floor, setting up this Claire Ritchie spike and growing the lead to 5. The coaches were sensing a victory. Match point, Danny Kennedy spikes one too hot to handle, taking set 5 and the match for the Duhawks, beating the Knights for the first time in 5 years. Men's soccer headed to Macomb, Illinois this past Monday to face the Division I Western Illinois Leathernecks. Duhawks sophomore Spencer Moore played a strong game, scoring 1 goal for the Duhawks and assisting on the other. Junior Jacob Bevan pulled his A game for the Leathernecks, scoring 2 of the team's goals. Duhawks leave Macomb with the 5-2 loss. Women's soccer traveled 5 hours to Greencastle, Indiana to take on the DePaul Tigers last Saturday. Katie Truesdale scored her 7th goal of the season to tie the game at 1. After a Maura Walsh goal for the Duhawks, Katie Webbs put one in the net, tying the game at the eventual final score of 2-2. Women's and men's soccer will be back in the Rock Bowl this Saturday against the Simpson Storm. The football team looked to score their first win of the season as they hosted Augustana on Saturday. With first and second string quarterbacks on the shelf, the Duhawks turned to their third string quarterback, Nick Schulte, to lead the offense. Opposite Schulte, it was the Sam Frasco show, scrambling out of the pocket here for a 71-yard touchdown run. He added touchdowns from 20, 13, and 78 yards, rushing for 262 yards before half. Vikings lead 49-27. Out of halftime, after giving up 49 points, the Duhawks defense responded. Looking like an entirely new group of defenders, they only gave up 3 points the rest of the way. This allowed the Duhawk passing attack, led by Schulte's 588 passing yards, to make a comeback touchdown there to Danny Willis. Trailing only 52-49, the defense made a huge play. Brian Herman intercepting the pass and taking it to the house for the game-winning score. Duhawks get their first win of the year in thrilling fashion, 56-52. Nobody calls the game quite like Joel Schmidt, and that game-winning pick 6 brings us to the X's and O's, taking a closer look at how the Duhawks sealed the victory. In a bonus Sports Shorts version of X's and O's, let's find out how Brian Herman gave the Duhawks a 56-52 lead, ultimately bringing home the first Duhawk victory of the season. Rewind the tape. Here's how it happened. With just 4 wide receivers on the field, outside linebacker Damon Davies was responsible for covering the running back coming out of the backfield. However, when the running back commits to the play-action fake, Davies is now free to run after the quarterback. On the quick release, Davies was able to meet the ball to tie his point, tipping it right into the hands of Brian Herman, who then scampered 52 yards for the game-winning touchdown.
20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown into the end zone. Brian Herman with the pick 6 for the Duhawk defense.
You got a little taste of Joel Schmidt, as I mentioned before, calling that game. Nobody calls it quite like he does. But before we throw it back to Dimitri and Allison, there's a Duhawk who deserves some recognition. In just his first start as quarterback, senior Nick Schulte went 47 for 64 with 588 yards and 6 touchdowns, setting the school record for most completions, attempts, yards, and touchdowns in a single game. Keep an eye on Schulte moving forward. That's all the time we have for Sports Shorts. Dimitri, Allison, back to you.